It's one of the oldest farms in South Africa. Good afternoon. We're on the way to Robben Island office, then to the island. We didn't get to paraglide because of the weather. It was very foggy and it was not clearing out, so they told us to go about our day and they will call us whenever the weather gets better. So hopefully that is before the end of the day, because the way I'm dressed, I was dressed for it and I don't have enough outfits for it, you know. So hopefully we get to do that today, but super excited for the next activity for the day. What's up, guys? This is editing me, or rather editing voice me. I just thought I could give you a few details about what you're going to see on this video, right? I'll talk about 3 activities that I did in Cape Town. I did more, obviously, but I documented these ones. There was Nelson Mandela, there was hop on and hop off, and there is paragliding, all in this video, just so that you can understand a bit more as to what you can do when you are in Cape Town. Number 1 being Nelson Mandela, as you can see on the clip, going to Robben Island. It's a Robben Island tour. So tickets price is around 600 rands per person, right? And it is better to go buy the ticket from the office and not online, because online you will find that most of them will be sold out. For example, when we're buying ours, it was like 3 days fully booked, but when we physically went to the office, we were able to get a ticket for the next day. Another tip I'd say is get there very early, because it takes about an hour to get into the ferry. There is a ferry from Waterfront going to the island, and from the island you hop in a bus and then see, there's 2 parts of the tour, the bus tour and then the prison tour. We made it to Robben Island. Now there's like a small pit stop that they make for us to get refreshments, to get a picture behind the photo frame. But guys, so far it's feeling a little bit sad though. It's feeling a little bit sad. The history that they're telling us, the stories that they're telling us, just seeing the houses and everything. Yeah. But this side is pretty cool. There's like water from here, and yeah, we continue with the tour. Definitely worth your money, man. Definitely worth it. Alright, there was a short commercial break for you guys to see me in the island, in Robben Island. And that was the time where we stopped at a canteen to buy refreshments, to take pictures. We were in between the bus tour, which we were not allowed to take any videos. There was a tour guide to tell us where we were, what we were doing, and mostly we passed residential areas where the workers lived, where the soldiers, police lived, and schools and stuff. But now back to what's on the screen. This was one of the prison halls where a whole lot of people stayed. This was the bathroom. Apparently like 30-40 people were sharing this bathroom. Sometimes they would have no water.
There was a cooking pan. So it's a cooking pan, and erased all the important things on the letter. And we're allowed to receive 1 letter a year and 1 visitor a year. And my first visit.
Yep, you heard that right. 1 visitor, 1 letter per year. And blacks were treated different from the coloreds, and them too were also treated different from the Asians. Anyways, wait, back to the screen. This wall was actually made by the prisoners from scratch, using those needles and rocks type. Yep, the markings are the exact same ones that they had many years ago. Now this tour guide, this lovely gentleman, was actually one of the prisoners back then. He was arrested when he was around 17 years, but now he works and lives in Robben Island in order to serve and tell the story to us who go there to learn. On that picture, you can see Nelson Mandela back then. Now we are actually walking to his cell. Can you believe it? So in his cell, wait, actually, let me play real time for you guys so you see real time footage of me speaking right beside it. Guys, this is when Nelson Mandela spent 18 years of his life. That bucket right there was literally his toilet, his dish, and the pillow that he was taught how to make, because it was just blankets made a pillow, basically. Pretty sad, but so grateful to be here. All the markings are still the very same ones that were here when he was here. So at the prison, this is cell number 4, by the way. His cell was number 4, and by that time there were no windows. Guys, if I was going to tell you word for word, detail for detail, this video is going to be about an hour. So I suggest you go there whenever you are in Cape Town. We are now in the ferry going back to Waterfront. Yeah, the tour took about 3 hours. There is different time slots as to when you can get on the tour. There's 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. So whichever timing is for you, get on it. So we took a chance and just came to the paragliding place just to see. The plan was to hike from here going down, right? And then we get here, the weather is clear. So we are going to do this in the next 10 to 15 minutes. And baby's chickening out. He's saying ladies first. But I feel like we might go at the same time.
Walk slowly forward. Right, pull up this paraglider. Once the paraglider gets, are you listening? Once the paraglider is above our heads, we have to run. During that time when we run, you cannot sit down. If you sit down, the pilot will fall over you because you're in front of him. Okay, so it's very important when we run that you run full speed and no hesitation and don't sit down. Okay, until we fly. And when we fly, it's all fun and games in the air, but we have to focus on the launch. Okay. He's gonna put a
Still waiting, ready, feeling cold. We're waiting for the clouds to move past us, but it's also taking its sweet time. Next activity that I will put you guys on is paragliding in Cape Town. Okay, it was the first time I paraglided, so I absolutely loved it, and I would love to do it again in Cape Town still, or in another country. But if I do it in Cape Town again, it might be with a different company. Anyways, the company that we used on this trip was Table Mountain Paragliding. We found them online, we bought the tickets online, and then we sort of kind of just showed up. There was a WhatsApp number that we had to contact to confirm the booking, the timings, and the day, but everything depends on the weather. So you need to clear your day type of vibe in order for you to paraglide, because depending on how the cloud is, where the wind is blowing, that is when you can fly. So it's safer to have a clear day, always be around the area, or, you know, be easily accessible in case they call you up and say, hey, come now. So yeah, price was around 1,300 rands per person, but like I said, it might differ depending on the companies. There are some that are like 1.5, there are some that are like 1.6, so it depends on the company. And then the time that you spend on air, or rather in the sky, is around maybe 10 minutes, more or less, depending also on the weather. Guys, this day it was drizzling. Can you believe it? I could feel the water, you know, touching my skin. I'm like, yo, Mudim, Jesus, Nkosian. But all in all, amazing experience. Loved it. They do send you footage, pictures, and videos after the flight. Yeah, they call it a flight because you'll be flying. So they send you that footage there, and then they transfer it to your smartphone. So you need a smartphone for that. And there is an extra charge to get this footage. If I remember well, the extra charge was around 300 rands for so many pictures and footage. Why is my footage upside down? But yeah, I guess, you know, the camera was just tilting anyhow. And we landed safely. We landed in Sea Point, whereas we took off by Lion's Den, I think Lion's Head Mountain, something like that. So now we were basically waiting for baby and his paraglider to come join us. We're done with paragliding. Baby, how is paragliding?
It's crazy. Wild.
It was wild. Like, it was wild. It was wild. That's all I can say. Definitely worth it. Even though obviously the weather was, you know, our appointment was supposed to be at what time was that? At 12. But we decided to come at 8 just in case the weather's just a little bit nice, which happened. The time now, what's the time?
9:57.
The time is 10 a.m. and we're done with our flight, and it was beautiful. There was a little bit of drizzle, and then there was zoop and zoop and zoop. That was scary but fun. Yeah, okay, now it's windy, so let me talk to you just now. Next activity is city sightseeing Cape Town hop on and hop off bus. This is a must do in Cape Town. In fact, in every city that you visit as a tourist, is always better to do this. Yes, it is there in other countries, guys. Anyways, you buy the ticket online, but you can also buy it in person at Waterfront. Waterfront basically has everything, hey? You can buy all your tickets for different activities. So Waterfront is your first stop when you get to Cape Town. You can buy a ticket there for the hop on and hop off bus, but the difference is you cannot buy it maybe a day before. So if you go to Waterfront at 5 p.m. wanting to buy a ticket for the bus for tomorrow, you cannot do that. It has to be bought for that certain day. Whereas online, you can buy it for whichever day, really. You have to select a day that you want to get on the bus. The price is around $275 for a classic ticket, but there are different packages with different tickets, and I'm about to tell you about it just now. We're on the hop on and hop off bus. We finally did it. Baby was not interested in doing it, but the way I wanted to do it, he ended up just agreeing, and now he's even enjoying it more than me though. I'm feeling cold. Even had to get a hot beverage and a sandwich on one of the stops, but we are at something botanical garden. It looks really nice on Instagram. So maybe after this cappuccino we'll go see it inside. Then from here we're headed to the wine farms. Oh, so exciting. And at least it's not like crazy hot, but also it's not crazy cold. Like, the weather is manageable. And I got my tourist hat on, which is really protecting me from the wind and the sun. Okay. The ticket for the hop on and hop off bus was, baby, how much was it? It was $275, a classic ticket. So with the classic one, it lets you get on the red, blue, purple, and yellow routes. Oh, I'm looking at this. They gave us this pamphlet, and then there is a premium ticket which has a harbor or canal cruise, sunset bus. It's 2 days on the bus. In case you don't finish today, you can finish tomorrow. So the classic one is literally for today. So you need to go to as many places as you can today. Even if you repeat the places, that's fine, but you can't use the same ticket the next day. And then there's like a deluxe one which is 3 days on the bus with the same tickets. Yeah, but like, who's trying to be on the bus as many days, you know? However, I mean, you could do the harbor cruise or canal cruise on another day, spend more time at the stops. On each stops, rather, on like a lot of the stops, the bus comes after every 20 minutes. So even where we are, the bus comes every 20 minutes, which is very convenient. And you can come with kids. Kids under 4 are free all day. Yeah, and then kids from 4 to 7 years, the charge differs depending on the time, like whether it's morning or afternoon. That is all I can tell you guys. I'm gonna go enjoy the wine tram explorer tour, something like that. But yeah, in Cape Town it's called the City Sightseeing Cape Town. Hop off, hop on. Yeah, no, that was just a young commercial break for you guys to see me there. Back to what I was saying, the tour starts at 8 a.m. from Waterfront, but you can always start the tour wherever might be closest to you because there's different stops, and within Cape Town itself you will see a board written City Sightseeing Cape Town, hop off and hop on. It means that the bus passes that stop, and if you have a ticket you can always jump into the bus from that stop. There's so many buses circulating around the city and in the outskirts a bit, and you can drop off wherever you'd want to sightsee, and then 20 minutes later the next bus will come. So the bus intervals are like 20 minutes at each stop. For example, we only dropped off at the wine farms. We didn't drop off at like all other areas. I think we also dropped off at Table Mountain, so the bus goes all the way to Table Mountain as well, which is really exciting. You can legit be in the bus the whole day, which is what we did. We took 2 different routes. They have different routes, like I said on the previous clips, that there's the red, blue, da. First wine farm stop is Groot Constantia. Ooh, I like how I remember that. Let me show you guys how it looks like from here. It's huge. Oh, you can come. I'm recording from the back. It is huge. The farm has these boards that can show you which direction to take. For example, visitor's route. There is an arrow, and then there's another board. This is like the 4th one I've seen from the time that we hopped off the bus. So there's visitor's route again, and then it leads to this amazing looking building. This is one of the oldest farms in South Africa, probably in the world as well, because turns out it started in the 1800s, and look at how beautiful it looks. Even the air here is very different, right? Very different. Did I mention that you are actually taught the history of the buildings, Cape Town, and wherever you'll be going? And how it works is that they give you a new pair of headphones to plug into some port in the bus and be listening to the tour guide's audio while you're passing the buildings. And then this is just us waiting for the bus at one of the stops. We saw this very cool looking place, but it's more for kids, so we couldn't really do the activities here, but it was really, really cool. They had zip lining for kids. They had all these monkey gymnastics activities for kids, so it's kids friendly. Walking in the streets looking for a zip lining place that we saw online, and then we saw in our brochure. Not sure where it is though. So this is starting to feel a bit like a hike. Yeah. Why do you like making me strap?
You want to hide?
Oh no, like...
Hey, do you want to hide?
It doesn't feel like a holiday anymore because I've been strapping every day. Literally every day. Well, as you guys can see, we didn't manage to go ziplining because of so many reasons. Number one, it was fully booked for the day, and then when they managed to find us a slot for late afternoon, we felt like it was not really wise to stay in that area till that late because getting an Uber back was going to be hectic. So we decided to just go back and wait for our red bus to continue our Cape Town tour, right? It's always better to book in advance so that you plan properly your day if you're going to do activities like zip lining, because most of them are in the outskirts of the city. Oh, guys, wait. Look at that view. Look at that view. Ah, breathtaking. That tip of the mountain, I don't know if you guys saw that, is the lion's head, lion's den, lion's something that we took off in the morning when we were paragliding. So that's where we started. That was our starting point, going down to Sea Point. Oh, by the way, now that we're showing the beach, guys, the water at the beach is so cold in Cape Town. No matter how hot it may get, the water is constantly cold. But let me not give you guys too much details. I have a vlog on when we went to the beach in Cape Town and did other things as well. So if you have not watched it, do go watch my previous video about Cape Town. And should you visit Cape Town, I hope this video was helpful, that you enjoyed watching it, and that you will leave it a thumbs up and a cute comment and a subscription if you haven't subscribed. But for now, I'm done talking. I'm gonna just be showing you guys the clips now, so sit back, enjoy, relax, grab a drink, you know, water, you know, whatever, and enjoy the rest of the clips to come. Thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate y'all. Hold on, I am back because I wanted to speak a bit about the upcoming clips, but before then, let's take a moment for my beauty. Ooh, look at me enjoying the nice breeze, the fresh air with my headphones on, listening to the tour guide. I actually think what we're seeing on the screen right now is part of Waterfront. I'm not quite sure. Yes, actually, definitely part of Waterfront, because we had to change buses and get into the next bus that was going to pass by Table Mountain. So these are the views from Table Mountain, guys. This was breathtaking, may I say again. Amazing. Okay, but it was super cold. We didn't get to do much. Lion's what? Lion's Head. That's the mountain. That's what it's called. So you can see Table Mountain and Lion's Head. Almost every area that you go to in Cape Town, you can see those two huge mountains. Yeah, back to what I was saying, guys. It was so cold. We didn't even end up doing anything at Table Mountain. I could not take it because I was wearing shorts. So if you're going to go to Table Mountain, whether daytime, nighttime, morning time, it's always safe to be warm, because the temperatures up there are 100 times worse than the temperatures down there. There is cable car that you can do from there. And I think there is a track that you can hike up the mountain and down the mountain. But like I said, we didn't do much because I was freezing. We didn't even wait for the bus to go back down. So there's a restaurant somewhere there by the entrance that we chilled at till our Uber came. And with that said, guys, I'm outie. Bye.